seeing these two go at it again. It was a great rivalry first time round.
All right.
Now, more so
You're
than
playing
ever,
Harold
they're
Varner.
gonna want to beat each other.
Well,
Move-
we've got an exciting match coming your way, so stick around
Move
and see who
the
wins it.
difficulty up,
And let's see what he can do here today.
and we're back
Well
at
played,
it.
mate. Henny, what's the player facing here?
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say.
That's an absolute ripper. What a shot.
Gotta like their chances from there.
This one's for birdie. Well, that's a nice way to start, writing a little red number down on the scorecard at the first.
I'll
Can't
take the
birdie
red.
ball unless you birdie the first, Luke.
Damn
Good
straight.
start.
Good start.
Here we have a par 5. Is it time to get after
Let me get
it?
my
Or play it
leg
safe?
rest out. There we go.
Nice birdie in the last hole for a change.
Get
First
all
one of
comfy.
the day. They needed it
Ooh.
desperately. Now, next hole, looking for more.
It's just gonna come back to the center. Boing, boing, boing. Let's see if we can get there in two. Oh, got a little
Playing
at our
from around
back.
230 yards.
Please stay out of that. Oh,
Going
look
with
at
the
this.
5-wood.
It's a long
Should
one,
find the
but
green here. Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
Just didn't drop. What an opportunity to make a birdie.
all right.
That's a good putt to make that one. That's
Good birdie.
Back-to-back birdies.
Back to back.
Two in a
Open it
row.
up. Serenity Championship. What's
And
Harold up
heading
to?
over to Harold
We'll
Varner
watch
III.
him this time.
Yeah, he just
I
made
didn't watch
bogey on
my.
that last one.
Oh, that's a good chip. I mean, it's a good shot. Not even a chip. It's 230, fucking 40 yards.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard.
All right, let's take a look in a book. It's Reading Rainbow. Okay.
And coming off the
4-shot
birdie,
difference.
they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling. Ah, absolutely flushed. Time for the second shot into the third. Come on, get a good bounce to the left.
Makeable.
Yeah, that was a safe play. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Has to put this one downhill.
This one's online. That's a lovely putt to make for birdie. Take some pride in that one. And now at 3 under overall. Now we're on the 4th tee here at Jacobson Homestead, and it's a par 3, playing 181 off the back tees.
Yeah, that's about as far as you're going to see this par 3 play, Luke. Player's going to go in there with the mid, probably shortish iron. Obviously, with the water on the right, you want nothing to do with that side as the bank severely slopes downwards. Bailing
Just
out to left the bunkers,
fucking
not so
dialing
hot
up
either.
gems.
Just
Ah,
short
sorry,
on the
Harold.
way. You think that
Go
these
in?
players are good enough to fire right at it, don't you?
Sounds like they hit the pin.
4 feet to the cup.
This is their look at birdie. This is looking solid, what they wanted.
A BRB.
And that's the 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 4 under. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Let's see what happens here at the 5th.
And we're back with the Jack and Rod show. All right. Let's see here. 6.
Awesome stuff.
Just gonna put it right down the middle. 316,
Standing up
317.
over this one after a bunch of birdies.
I think it's more like a gaggle of birdies, isn't it, Luke? Gaggle?
Gaggle of birdies. A bonanza.
Bonanza of birdies.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, we're
Always a
playing
good way to
together?
start.
I don't
Let's
know if
see
I noticed
where they go
that.
from here.
Oh, sorry, Harold. I keep doing that.
This putt is for a share of second.
Oof.
Oh, you know you want to.
That's one of those putts that you're proud of at the end of a round. They all add up.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
Time to tee off at the 6th. Rich, one of the big advantages for the experienced players on tour is their history around particular courses. But what advice would you give to the new players who are coming to a course for the first time and how to handle it?
I would say tread easily. Go in there and just try to get into a good rhythm on the golf course. Don't try and go out and try and hit too many heroic shots or go after too many flag sticks, because if you don't know what the consequences are if you don't pull off that shot, well, shame on you. So I think that the veterans obviously have more knowledge about golf courses, and they can say, oh, I don't want to miss it there because that's dead. I've seen it happen before. When you go into a new golf course, Luke, you got to go in with it and just try and play a little bit on the defensive side. Don't get too greedy. Don't try and make too many things happen. Go in there, find some fairways, find some greens, hole a few putts here and there, get some confidence going first before you start attacking.
Confidence. Confidentiality.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the 7th.
Absolutely tattooed that drive.
He's had a disagreement with the caddy. He's gone down a club.
That's a super shot. That's another green in regulation.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens in regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And this
It's because I'm playing out of my mind, if I do say so.
We have a par 3 on this one. Opting for the 5-wood. Quality shot, that one. Chance to move to 8 under here.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Well played. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. And with that, he's now broken the tie, all alone at the top of the leaderboard. That's tidy. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yep, I've paced this. He's got around 195. Club up. I like this play.
That one seemed to get away from them, Rich.
Yes, just a bit outside there, Luke.
Big par saver coming up for this fella.
These are on rails, looking good.
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. All right, Rich, we've made the turn now into the final 9. What are your thoughts so far?
Yeah, fantastic round today. Lots of golf yet to be played. Lots of great players chasing this player. Let's see if they can keep up the good work. Pretty good shot there.
Second shot here on the 10th hole. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Oh, he's up, Tiger. 13 feet to the hole. Looking really good, this one. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Wow. He let the big dog eat on that one.
Woof.
From about 100 yards. Currently in the lead by a shot. Going with the 9-iron, I think. He's found the surface. Good chance here. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Was on a good line. Just a short putt remaining here. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, that one just missed the hole. And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Now teeing off on the 12th hole. Going with the 5-iron here. Well, that'll be one of the shots of the day, that's for sure. And he's safely on the green. Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Well, that's a bit disappointing. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Now leading by 1 shot. Here we have a long par 4. It's going to take 2 great shots to get on. Bit untidy, wasn't it? And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Our wind's just going to knock the ball down. It's straight at the back.
Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
That's a fine effort, that one. You always want to putt those ones stone dead. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
He sits in first position. We find ourselves on the tee, one of the stronger par 4s on the back 9 here at Jacobson Homestead. The 14th playing 483, Rich, from the tips.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view. Bailing out to the left in the bunker, not so hot either. I'll tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flag stick.
Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
He's got this for his par.
That was a top-level approach shot, but unfortunately they walk off the green with a par.
That was.
Now at -9 for the day. This hole is a par 5.
Could not be more perfect.
This shot coming from around 220 yards.
Wind moving the golf ball left to right.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood. That one should find the surface. That's inside the house of opportunity. Now, long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it? That's frustrating. That's great golf there. So close to the eagle. Stop you if you've heard this before. Tiger is coming off a birdie on his last hole, and that will take him to 1 off the lead. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Nicely done. Why don't we catch up with the V-man, Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
That is a touch of class from the bunker. Let's get back to it, shall we? And 11 under in front of the player with this putt.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
It's got a chance. Ooh, right by the hole. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. Looking good. Well, that'll maintain the momentum.
That will maintain the momentum.
And now we have this player currently sharing top spot on the leaderboard with the legendary Tiger Woods. And a par 4 awaits at this next hole. This one looks to be headed towards the fairway. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Setting up this shot with the wind in their face.
Going with a 3-wood here.
Trying to get it to move a little bit to the left here.
A wonderful shot here at the 17th and a chance for birdie. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole. Good stroke. That gets the job done. And with that hole behind us, they're currently in the lead with Tiger Woods in second place. Rich, we find ourselves at the finishing hole here at Jacobson Homestead, and it seems strange to be playing it just at 400 yards.
I tell you what, though, I like this finishing hole because it gives you options. You don't have to necessarily hit driver here. If you do, you got to take it over some pretty tall trees, and you can't miss it to the left-hand side. The safe play, lay it out to the right, but now your second shot becomes just a little bit longer, a little bit more difficult to get it that close to the hole. I love the options you have on this finishing hole. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. This one might need to get down a little. Oh, that was pure. Lining up the birdie putt here. Oh, so close. A par putt on the table. And another round safely in the books. Well, that was a pretty solid day's effort all round, and just 18 holes left to play.
Nice.
Same, Luke. Enjoyed the day. Looking forward to tomorrow.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. Hi, I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam. It's been great to have your company here. And Rich, we're into the final round now. What's our next player dealing with as they get it underway?
Never easy going to bed with the lead, and they're out here today. It's probably weighing on them a little bit. I got to say, though, this player has been playing well. That's why they have the lead. So they have to be excited, and they have to like their chances going into this final round.
Let's get down to the action. This would be a great up and down. Oh, that's a bonus.
Chip in for birdie. That's always a nice feeling.
So, still currently in the lead after that hole, but Tiger Woods is lurking in second place. Looking at a par 5 here. This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. Playing from around 240 yards. Opting for the 3-wood.
Needs a little members bounce to the right.
Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
Absolutely. Love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Oh, just missed. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. We have a par 4 on this one. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Second shot here on the 3rd. Going with the 8-iron here. Yeah, nicely played.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
But what a start. This is impressive.
Trying to make a statement early and often.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. That's some good golf right there. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
They're 15 feet out. He's been staring this one down. Little birdie look in here.
You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. Still in the lead now after that hole. A long par 4 this hole. Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. Nothing like a bit of momentum here, Rich. This one's going for another birdie.
It's a good start to the day. Let's hope they can keep up the good form.
What an amazing approach shot. I think their rival, Harold Varner III, has a worthy competitor this week.
Oh, well played.
This player is putting for fun.
Currently 3 strokes up after that hole. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. Second shot here on the 6th. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Now a 3-shot lead over the field. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? This putt coming up is for birdie. Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard. Deep into the front 9. Here we are at the 7th hole. This player's got some lovely momentum coming off a birdie at the last. was a beauty.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
Our leader is up by 4 shots now. Ooh, we're at the par 3 here. I love these holes. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. A great shot here at the 8th, and a chance for birdie.
And as good as they putt, you almost have to guarantee this one.
Nice line. But what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. And looking at the standings now, and they're currently in first place, ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second. We've reached the 9th hole. Time to tee off. Attaboy, good shot. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
This whole location for him, well, it's about 185 yards out.
Not a bad play, that one. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Looking really good. Okay, steady now. An opportunity to make a par here. Well, Rich, this is the pivotal final 9 coming up, and the players perfectly positioned. They've given themselves a chance.
Yeah, but I like the position. I like being out in front. That forces the other players to come catch you. I like their position.
Second shot here at the 10th. You like that, didn't you? And here we are with the 3rd shot. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. Oh, I thought that one was going in. 7 feet to the cup.
Looking good so far.
Fair effort, that. Good birdie. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one. Tee shot is looking good here. Time for the 2nd shot at the 11th. Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind?
And coming up well short.
Yes! What a putt. That's a momentum maker, isn't it?
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
He's currently sitting in first place. Time to play one of the one-shotters.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
That's a terrific shot and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the 12th. This looks good. Oh, how about that one? Leading by 4 strokes after that one. Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more. Come on, you're better than that. Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
Looks like they have a good lie here in the first cut.
I'm pretty sure they had their sights set on hitting the green there.
Now, coming out of the rough, missing the green was always in the cards.
Didn't that look good for a long time? This putt is about 8 feet.
This one to save par.
I like the look of this. That's a good putt to make, that one. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. We've arrived at a par 4.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view. Bailing out to the left in the bunker, not so hot either. Tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flag stick.
Beautiful shot. And just now, it's Tiger Woods coming off a birdie at the last, and it moves him to within just 2 strokes of top spot. Not bad. This shot here from about 240 yards. Currently leading by 2. Yeah, that's a great play, Rich. Not quite on the dance floor, but a mighty drive.
What a sensational play on this par 5 there, Luke.
Ooh. Good look at a birdie here. Oh, that's some handy golf. What a time to make back-to-back birdies.
What a great feeling that must be. Seemingly an insurmountable lead for this player with just 4 to play.
Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. Oh, what a shot by our leader. A 7-footer right here.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Looks good off the blade. And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead. Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Not a bad line, this one. Well, I like the way this person's playing. Birdies all over that scorecard.
Oh, no better feeling than to finish the round off with a bunch of birdies. Let's see if they can keep up for the next couple holes.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
Yeah, that one will play. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He's looking at around 14 foot, I'd say. This really looks good.
Well, you're going to be hard to catch now if you keep making putts like that. And with that hole behind them, they currently lead ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second. And now this player tees off their final hole of the event with the lead. That'll flick a few of the leaves going through there. Well, Rich, in the thick stuff here, not a good spot to be. And they've found themselves in the first cut. A chance to chip in for all the chocolates. And this is why they put in hours and hours of practice. A putt to win it all.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
That was a gallant attempt. All right, not the end of the world, but this is... And what a way to win it. Lovely putt.
Oh, absolutely. Sunday fun day. Let's go find the winner and spend the check, baby.
And Henny, that was some impressive play. To take down a rival of that caliber and to win the event, what a performance.
Yes, Luke, no one could catch this player, let alone their rival.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Bean, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Shriners Hospitals for Children Open is about to start. Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Thank you, Luke. What a lovely introduction and what a lovely day. I'm very much looking forward to strolling the fairways alongside these two players. They have been at each other, let me tell you. There's been a little bit of banter on social media back and forth in the lead up to this match. They have a bone to pick. They have a bee in their bonnet, and it's all going to be settled out on this golf course today.
Yeah, well, he might be slight in stature. I think he's 160 pounds wringing wet, but he's big on confidence and bold with his iron play. There is not a flag he won't fire at, so if you want to beat Will Zalatoris, you better go hole hunting. And they're playing from about 140 yards out. Well, that's a handy shot. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Putting for birdie here. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? It's just about 3 feet away. Good putt, that. Currently 1 under for the day. The third hole at TPC Summerlin is a very strong par 4, measuring 492 yards. There's a huge ravine that works right up through the middle of this. It requires a very strong drive up the right half to go at this green in 2. There is a big fairway to the left if you want to tuck over and get up and down for your par that way. Hope it gets a good kick to the left. Getting ready to play their third. Ouch, that hurts. Putting for a par now. The putt drops, and we're moving on. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
Currently 1 under for the event. The fourth at TPC Summerlin is a pretty straightaway par 4, measuring 450 yards from the back tees. The fairway bunkers down the left and right are to be avoided. Really, not much to this hole. Just be accurate on approach. Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
Setting up from about 130 yards out. Yeah, this is lovely.
That should set up another chance. This would be a good putt to make to move inside the top 20 on the leaderboard. Just didn't drop. Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
This is what they have left for par here.
Ooh, that looks like a pure stroke. And it's New Zealand's Lydia Ko who leads here as we head to the next. The fifth at TPC Summerlin is a par 3 measuring 197 yards. Depending on where they put the tees on this hole ensures the type of club you need to get at it. If you're going at it, make sure you avoid that bunker that's short and right. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. And down it goes. And that will take him to 2 under. Lydia Ko is currently leading the event as we head to the next hole. Not quite sure about the strike on that one. This could be heading towards the rough. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. And he's hit that inside the range. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Trying to get to 3 under par with this putt.
This for back-to-back birdies.
That will work. On a roll here with back-to-back birdies. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. The 7th at TPC Summerlin is a short par 4 measuring just 382 yards off the tips. Really, you just want to avoid the trees on the left-hand side because that will prevent you getting at the green, which is well guarded by bunkers and trees. Lay up, short right, a nice little wedge in here, and try and make a birdie. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
This is looking around 115 yards out.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
This putt to join those amongst the top 10 on the leaderboard. That's frustrating. And he's down there. You got to read.
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. He finds himself in a share of 13th. The 8th at TPC Summerlin is a big par 3 playing 239 from the tips. A well-struck shot will avoid the gully here, but anything to the left half can roll off the green. The bunker short rider also to be avoided, so you don't make a sloppy bogey. Going with the 5-wood. Yep, that shot safely on the green. Trying to get it to 4 under with this putt.
This is their look at birdie.
That's a long-range bomb, and with it, puts extra strain on the person chasing behind them. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The 9th at TPC Summerlin is a par 5 measuring over 563 yards. Really, the main aim here is to just avoid that bunker off the left of the tee. Then, if safely in the fairway, you can get after this green. A strong shot will play to the left half of this green and feed down to any hole location. A birdie chance, no doubt.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival.
Oh, what a touch of class. Holds it from the sand. And back to the course with the live action.
And this putt to move into the top 5.
This one's tracking.
That's a great putt and an eagle as well. Well, that's a lovely way to make it move into the top 5. The 10th at TPC Summerlin is the beginning hole of a back 9 that has many challenges and also a lot of fun holes. Not overly long at 420 yards. You're just trying to avoid any trouble off the tee so you can get a clear shot at this green. A chance to begin the back 9 with a birdie.
And taking aim from around 100 yards here. Just one stroke back in this tournament.
Going with the pitching wedge here. See if he can get that one to come back to the left a little.
That's a good shot by him.
And this putt to move them into a tie for second. Oh, just missed. Oh, I don't mind this par putt.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Ow! And after that effort, that's how it looks. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Placement off the tee is required at the TPC Summerlin 11th hole, par 4, measuring 448 yards. The big bunker down the right side is to be avoided at all costs. And there's also a little tree there which might affect any line of sight approach to this green.
Wow, that's an incredible drive.
As we test ourselves here in the closing 9 at TPC Summerlin, what's the second shot into 11 like?
It's a very unfriendly second shot. This green sits above the fairway a good 4 to 5 feet. If you hit it long, you've got no hope of getting it up and down. A very scary shot, to say the least. If you walk away from a par here, happy days.
Was on a good line. And this putt to move into a tie for second.
And nicely holed.
And now this player sits in second behind the leader, Lydia Ko. Well struck. Playing from around 110 yards out. And just one shot off the lead. A nice approach shot there. Pin high inside the range. Let's take a look at Will Zalatoris.
Wind's blowing from left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. And that will take him to 7 under. He's currently tied for first. The 13th at TPC Summerlin is a monster par 5 measuring over 600 yards from the back tees. The big hitters with a tail breeze can cover that bunker on the left-hand side. But if you want to lay up, make sure you've given yourself the right number because there's a lot to this green and plenty of ways to 3-putt it. Be careful on approach. One win so far this season. Looking for number 2 here today. Well, that's up near the green there, Rich, in just a couple of shots. That's fantastic stuff.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
This for a birdie run.
It's got a chance. Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And that will take him to 8 under. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. The 14th at TPC Summerlin is a straightaway par 3, playing 168 yards. The green slopes right to left, so make sure you've got the right length of club so you're not left with a long putt. Putting for birdie.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
The 15th at TPC Summerlin is a great short par 4. In fact, a lot will try and drive it in the tournament. If you want to lay it back, you've got around about 115 yards uphill to a green where you can't see those back hole locations. However, a good aggressive play here must avoid the pot bunkers around the greens or the big waste area to the left. A chance to make a birdie here or even an eagle. Ooh, right by the hole. 6 feet remaining to the cup. Ooh, an opportunity to make their par. Now 2 shots up after that one. The 16th at TPC Summerlin is another one of those great scoring holes en route to the finish. A par 5 playing 560 yards. A well-struck drive up the right half here gives you a chance to get at this green in 2. If you are going for the green, make sure you've got enough club because that huge penalty area in front of it will ruin any score. Be careful going through the green here as well because getting down from over the back is not that easy. Here's a chance to get up and down from the green side bunker. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
Oh, so close. Just 3 feet to the cup. And that's 8 birdies today. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. The 17th at TPC Sutherland is a downhill par 3 playing 196 yards. Jonathan Bird once famously holed out in the playoff here to snatch the title. The green shapes right to left towards the hazard, so make sure if you're going to go for it, be very accurate. Ouch, that hurts. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Yeah, good job. Nice par. And now that finds him in first place. The 18th at TPC Sutherland is a 444-yard par 4 with a big body of water just beyond the gully, which you've got to drive. Make sure you avoid those bunkers on the right side to give you a good iron into this green. This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. Yeah, well played. Trying to get to 11 under with this putt. And that'll be all she wrote today. Well played. So the opening round in the books, Rich. Impressed with your efforts here in the booth. Thanks for your time.